Well,
Better.
I look for nice things, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
I look for
Mhm.
nice
Mhm.
places
All your pictures are very nice.
to uh,
Mhm.
to go and places to
Mhm.
explore and
Mhm.
as I said before, one of the reasons for living is to explore what is beautiful
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
to seek out beautiful things.
Mhm.
There's which
Okay.
there's in a lot of modern culture, which you could call postmodern culture, the the beautiful is hard to find
Mhm.
sometimes.
Mhm. Mhm.
There's a lot of
Mhm.
distortion and noise and
Mhm.
I don't know, ugliness and vulgarity, and
Mhm.
there's a lot that's not nice that is promoted, and so I think that we we miss those beautiful things. We miss the
Mhm.
like 100 years ago, people would create big gardens, like they had the Crystal Palace and Kensington Gardens and
Mhm.
in
Versailles.
London. Yes, yeah, exactly. People would create these
Mhm.
places of amazing beauty,
Mhm.
the cathedrals of Europe, for example. Yeah,
Mhm.
places of amazing beauty,
Mhm.
and we're we're missing that a little bit, where you can build, but it must be functional, and
Yeah.
that is what is most important.
Mhm.
And those ancient cathedrals would never be built now because people would say, "Oh well, they're not really very functional. You're
Mhm.
wasting a lot of space there,"
Yes. Mhm.
and it's sad because there is a great beauty in things like
Mhm.
pieces of classical music,
Mhm.
where a whole orchestra would play one piece of music which would be in four parts and would last an hour and a
Mhm.
half, and the audience would sit through the music and have a whole, complete cultural, maybe even spiritual experience. Now we
Mhm.
have
Mhm.
3 minute punk pop music with words that are
Mhm.
from a children's story or something, and
Mhm.
it's not. It might even be made by a computer, right?
Mhm.
It's not very deep. I think that would be the word. It's not very deep, and not all pieces of music are created
Mhm.
equal. Not all paintings are created equal. Not all works of art
Mhm.
are are the
Mhm.
same.
Mhm.
Um, it the filters into films. Obviously, not all films are the same. It filters into
Mhm.
the digital sphere of computer games, right? Where um, I played one virtual reality. It's called a game, but it's more of an experience this year,
Mhm.
called Half-Life Alex, and
Mhm.
it was everything about it was a work of art. You enter another world where you can travel around the world and pick up objects and communicate with people there,
Mhm.
and it's art. It's more than a game. It's art,
Mhm. Mhm.
and it's it's a little bit lost sometimes.
Mm.
We need beauty in our
Mhm,
lives. We need it. We need nice things with aesthetic value. They're so important down throughout history. All great cultures appreciated the aesthetic nature
yeah.
of the world, and especially the aesthetic nature of nature.
Mhm.
Yeah, where the churches were like forests that you could walk through. Yeah,
Mhm.
um, and yeah, people created the parks, right? I took my children to
Mhm.
Aberdeen, big city in the north of Scotland,
Yes,
and
I know.
there's a big park there, a big Victorian park, because the Victorians loved parks, right? They
Mhm.
loved these big parks that you could walk around and cycle around
Mhm.
and meet and talk. They loved those things, yeah.
Mhm.
And and I was thinking, where are the modern parks, right? I was thinking the Victorians, and there's this huge park on a hill in Aberdeen that you can you can walk around. It's got these big old trees, and there are different areas laid out, and there's some gardens, and
Mhm.
it's just a
Yes, it
lovely place. And I was thinking that people don't make
is.
that anymore. They don't make parks. And you could say, well, you've got nature and the countryside and everything here, and that's fine. That's a very nice thing to have. But the parks are nice as well, and we don't seem to we don't value them anymore because
Mm.
of the cost of land and real
Yes.
estate. Yeah, it's like you can have a park, or you can
Mhm.
have 50
Mhm.
houses. It's like, oh, we have 50 houses
Because
because
it is better.
yeah, because it's money for people, and
Mhm.
it's money, and it's jobs, and it's
Mhm.
income security plans, and it's insurance,
Mhm.
and so on. So people are not thinking about that, but it just makes a difference to the way you think and the way you act and the way you feel, and
Mhm.
that if somebody said today, oh, I want to design parks, they would maybe sound a little bit crazy because life seems to be
Mhm.
orientated in other
Mhm.
directions. But huh, it's it was nice. Anyway, it was nice to take my kids to this park.
Mhm.
Just
Mhm.
walk around the park.
Mhm.
Just walk.
Were they happy?
Oh, they were very happy because we took
Mhm.
I took the bikes and some skateboards as well, and so
Mhm.
we went on the bikes around the park,
Mhm.
and